We'll start by taking refuge. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. I go for refuge in the Buddha. I go for refuge in the Dharma. I go for refuge in the Sangha. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. So we'll begin as usual with 15 minutes of seated meditation. Each form, each particle is a Buddha. One form is all Buddhas. All forms, all particles are all Buddhas. All forms, sounds, scents, feelings, and phenomena are also like this, each filling all fields. Let's chant the Gatha on opening the sutras. This Dharma, incomparably profound and minutely subtle, is rarely encountered, even in hundreds of thousands of millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, hold and maintain it. May we completely realize the true mind of all Buddhas. Okay, so here we are. We are going to do something a little different tonight, something that's only been done here once before, and involving the same people. You hear us dedicate merit to Mike Gingy Wood every week, and after 5 years of not seeing him, you might think he's a figment of my imagination. That would be incorrect. So he wrote this, and I am going to deliver it for him as a Dharma talk. So I'll just get a little drink here. My throat is kind of sore, so I hope I get through the Heart Sutra when we chant it later. So this is called Field Notes on Silence. When I think about the misery of those in this world, their sadness becomes mine. Oh, that my monk's robe were wide enough to gather up all the suffering people in this floating world. Nothing makes me more happy than Amida Buddha's vow to save everyone. Ryokan. Buddhism speaks a lot about suffering, its causes and solutions. It speaks eloquently about how universal and interdependent suffering is, yet also about its transience, how it is transformed into compassion and insights into the human condition that one might not have realized otherwise. Buddhism helps us make sense of suffering at its conceptual level. However, Buddhism might be hopelessly philosophical were it not rooted unflinchingly in personal experience. The Buddha invited us to test his teaching against our own stories. The pudding is always proved or flushed. I've spent the last 5 months rolling with a serious infection that sent me to the ER in its acute phase and sleeping for days after chugging enhanced cough syrup. I have had a masterclass in testing my practice, my ability to navigate suffering, and to report anything worthwhile. A raw, dry cough has been the most constant symptom. The most constant symptom. I whispered a lot, wrote things down on really bad days, and spent a whole lot of time in silence. Silence is the core of the life of meditation, ritual and service that I have chosen. It revealed itself in my life this summer through imposition and force rather than chosen. Silence is the language of meditation, of being centered, of presence. In silence, there are no answers or questions. It is where the mind shuts up long enough to listen to sound that is beyond itself, where you become historically displaced, not attaching to the various thoughts and inner narratives that have helped you create a fairly solid self, where you hear the sounds of suffering in the world, to which we can respond with the compassion that we've been cultivating. In the ER, as I lay in silence on the gurney, in fever, shivers, unrelenting cough, aches all over, I had no experiences of well-worn inner stories to tell me about myself, and I was not silent by choice, unattached to my ego due to any attainment. My true ground of being was that gurney, only that. My only attachment was to what my body was erupting to share with me. For a few minutes here and there, lying on a gurney, I did rest truly in that silence. I sensed that enlightenment, among other things, is just knowing where you are, and silence is that where you are. There you see that it is possible to recognize everyone, including yourself. That now is limited by your capacity, how much breath you bring to the table. I lost my sense of smell years ago from other conditions and other infections, and in the ER, other senses also slowly became estranged. Severe earaches, painful light sensitivity coupled with enlarged and sinking eyelids, and a cough that has caused me to use text or handwritten notes to communicate with my wife. But in the sound of that Sharpie was truth we had tested and come to believe would help us sit still without talking. My mind was not reminding me, flattering me, damning me, deifying me. There was nothing but the sheer acute shit of life, its occasional respite from pain, and I couldn't think or sort or construct even if I wanted to. But after a while, it became more and more okay not to be able to process anything, just to react without making good or bad. When scraps of thought did leak in, they paled in comparison to the experience I was having, which suggested to me it would be okay if I never went home. I was left without any familiar relative ideas of me, nor of any familiar fears of death. I needed nothing and wasn't needed, and that was okay. I was needed by family and friends, of course, but in this version of silence, I was left without thoughts for them. In a real sense, a health crisis is freedom, an odd, raw moment beyond possessions, beloved inner dialogues, the nicknames we have given to the things that will only belong to me for a brief time anyway, where we sit and forget what our faces look like and what masks we've used to hide it. It is also a freedom that separates us from anything reliable or loved. It is not so much a silence that is a share of the great silence, so much as a strange, intimate piece of visceral present from which may be no chance to recoup our safety nets or our bullshit. Even with that world of only the ER, only the body talking itself into staying around it as it judges the use of the new things being injected into it. As a monk, I can see in retrospect that in silence or limbo that is cruel and unnerving, a bit of compassionate luck. In the context of my monastic and bodhisattva vows, I was entering a dharma gate, an unwanted one, which will give me the information to be used to another person who might use this same gurney. Such understanding can never be learned in books or rituals. It is never handwritten or spoken. It is embodied. When the need for answers is marginalized, there is room to witness interdependence of being, examples of all the worlds and words we chant or meditate on. Impermanence, no fixed self, manifest without my needing to participate or narrate. So yes, silence. Sit in silence. Let meditation be where you learn exactly who you are and attain enlightenment, which helps you realize what needs to be done for others now without any inner preambles. Place, ground of being, knowing precisely your place in that place. But what about silence when is forced upon you? The IV drip silence, the post-projectile vomiting silence, the silence in between the incessant throat cough that you're sure is loosening your teeth. With or without answers, my bed was the most important in the ER, but only in the sense that every other bed was just as unique and vital. Such understanding can never be learned in books or rituals. It is never handwritten or spoken. It is embodied. And as I said, that's from our Dharma brother, Jinji Sunya, who I believe as of today is at home, but one never knows. So let's go back and have another 15 minutes of seated meditation. Speaking in the extreme forms, the statement, "This very mind is Buddha," says it all. This statement, however, is still in the realm of inducement. If you actually understand it, every breath is cut off. All conceptions are cut off. You just silently accord. That's all. Otherwise, you are mistaking your consciousness for the master. We'll chant. We'll chant the Heart Sutra. Mahaprajna Paramita Hridaya Sutra Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva when practicing deeply the Prajna Paramita perceives that all five skandhas are empty and is saved from all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. That which is form is emptiness. That which is emptiness, form. The same is true of feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease. Therefore in emptiness no form, no feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no color, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of eyes, and so forth until no realm of mind consciousness, no ignorance, and also no extinction of it, and so forth until no old age and death, and also no extinction of them, no suffering, no origination, no stopping, no path, no cognition, also no attainment with nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva depends on Prajna Paramita, and the mind is no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. Far apart from every perverted view, one dwells in nirvana. In the three worlds, all Buddhas depend on Prajna Paramita and attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore know that Prajna Paramita is the great transcendent mantra, is the great bright mantra, is the utmost mantra, is the supreme mantra, which is able to relieve all suffering and is true, not false. So proclaim the Prajna Paramita mantra. Proclaim the mantra which says Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parasam, Gate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parasam, Gate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parasam, Gate, Bodhisvaha. Let's chant Venerable Wanji's loving kindness meditation. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I have a calm and peaceful mind. May I have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May my parents be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May my teachers be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May family members and relatives be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May friends and acquaintances be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May unfriendly people and my enemies be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May unknown persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. May all beings, with form and without form, visible, invisible, born or coming to birth, large and small, from the highest realm of existence to the lowest, be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they have a calm and peaceful mind. May they have patience, insight, courage, and compassion in meeting the challenges of life. And we'll do our dedications of merit. All sentient beings are one seamless body and pass quickly from birth to death. We remember those who cared for us and are gone, those who were ill, those who were at war, who are hungry, and who are in pain. May they heal and have peace. We especially dedicate our service to Mike Gingy Wood, Brian Unger, Mylin Pham, members of the Sheridan family, and all beings in the 10 directions subject to the greed, hatred, and delusions of themselves and others. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, Maha Prajna Paramita. And we'll recite our faith and practice vow. I will never retreat and will be firm in my mind in this correct Dharma. I will escape from the samsaric cycle of birth and death, and definitely will see my original face. I will be sure to inherit the life of insight of the Buddha and save all sentient beings. The spiritual source shines clearly in the night. Branching streams flow on in the dark. Infinite realms of light and dark convey the Buddha mind. Birds and trees and stars and we ourselves come forth in perfect harmony. We practice and recite this for all beings, in grateful thanks to our many guides along the way. And we'll recite the 4 great Bodhisattva vows. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to help them all. Delusions are countless. We vow to see through them all. Opportunities to awaken are infinite. We vow to embrace them all. The Buddha way is endless. We vow to follow it. Life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly by and opportunities to awaken are easily lost. Strive to realize your true nature and do not squander your time by night or day.